Oh, okay.
And we are live, finally. I'm salty now. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah, that took a few minutes.
This has made me a little bit salty.
Don't be like that.
So, how's your day been? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
how has your day been?
It's been good. I've been rewatching Breaking Bad pretty
Breaking
much.
Bad? Now, I gotta be honest with you. I've never watched the entire series of Breaking Bad.
Oh, you should.
Now, when I was out there in Long Beach, I did my sleep schedule was off because I was used to East Coast time. So when you were asleep, I would binge watch. And one of the only times I've ever binge watched was when I was binge watching the first three seasons of Breaking Bad.
It is an easy one to get stuck on. I mean, I probably watched 12 episodes today.
Now, when you go back and binge watch, do you watch like certain episodes, or do you just watch like all in a row, like episodes one, two, three, four?
Uh, I haven't watched it in a while, right? So I'm watching all of them. With something like Game of Thrones, for instance, I have certain episodes that are my favorite.
Okay.
And so I don't know if you've watched that. If you haven't, you've missed out.
Well, with Game of Thrones, I have watched probably two episodes, and
Bullshit.
a couple things that are difficult for me with it's hard for me to watch shows because there's so many seasons and so many storylines with almost anything, and the names in Game of Thrones, there's too many names.
And they're all spelled weird.
Yes, and then they're like, you know like what's somebody's name on break Game of Thrones, what would you say?
Cersei.
Well, isn't there a like most have long names like Percy of whatever? Is it
Yeah,
Percy?
some of them do. But no, there may be a Percy. I'm not
Oh,
sure. There's
who did
like
you say?
Tyrion. I mean, some of them do have like Lord of whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did watch just maybe one and a half episodes. Now, you are in Bombay Beach,
Hmm.
and we almost went on. I think we went on at 11:11. Actually,
Of course we did.
yeah. I think that should be the start time every Sunday, 11:11.
I'm down for that. That's my number.
It
Seriously.
is.
No, I have it tattooed on me.
Now, how did that become your number?
I just saw it a lot, I guess.
Because you've
Um,
seen it a lot throughout your life,
yeah, yeah.
like ever since I've ever known you.
And then I finally, somebody was like, oh, look up the numerology of it, which is basically astrology, but with numbers.
Yeah.
Um, and that was my number.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So,
Now I
not a
remember.
story, but
Go
it is.
ahead. Go ahead.
No.
What was it? Oh no. Well, I remember Silent Sarah one time had a book of astrology.
I forgot
Remember when she brought that?
when she brought what?
Like a big thick book of astrology. Remember that? She brought it to the theater.
Kind of. Yeah, it had all the information on how to do a chart.
Yeah. And I
You're
was
talking
telling.
about, I'll say Sharma's name because she don't give a fuck. You're talking about Sharma's sister?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I was making sure.
Now I was telling someone, I can't recall who, but I was telling and see if you remember this. This now we worked at the theater in Coburn, and one time you and I were upstairs, and we came up with an idea. If we sit there and did the paperwork with no pants, that Silent Sarah would come in and take her pants
Yeah,
off.
I forgot it. Maybe I blocked it.
Do
Yeah.
you
And so
remember? Do
we're
you
just
remember this?
doing our regular count or whatever. And Sarah walks in and just takes her pants off and sits down and starts doing it with us.
No one said a word about it. I don't
It was
think it was
so
ever,
weird.
other than you and I mentioning it. It never was acknowledged that like that. It just happened. No one said anything. And even when we put our pants back on, no one said anything. We just put them on and left.
It just was what it was.
Now, you'd sent me a link maybe I don't know, a little while ago, and it was talking about this the whole bloody affair. Kill Bill is coming out in
Yeah.
one major. Are you going to try to watch this?
I don't know. I haven't been to the actual theater in a while. I've just
When was the last
a
time?
few years.
Years,
Yeah.
really.
It would have been Willy Wonka, the one with that skinny kid.
Uh, Chalamet,
Him.
Chalamet, I
That was the
think.
last time
Timothy,
I went to the theater. I've been
really.
to comedy shows and I've been we actually went to see the Cirque du Soleil Halloween thing.
Hmm.
And so
Where
that
was
was
that at? Long
right.
Beach.
So I went to stuff like that because the casino is like an hour away.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of shows over there.
Now you actually saw Jeff Goldblum a few years ago,
I did. I got to
and
meet Jeff Goldblum.
now
That was
how did you all come to find out about Jeff Goldblum?
he, and this is for anybody that lives like especially in the LA area. When he's not working on a project, he works at this little jazz club. He
And he
comes
has a
in, he
jazz band.
plays, and he will meet everybody after. Like every single person that's there, he will meet them and take a picture with them.
That was
And it's
really
just this little dive bar, you know.
that was it. Was it like a lot of people there to watch him?
It was a small venue, um, maybe 50 people,
Really? That's really
maybe. It
cool.
was a little. It's a little tiny bar. It's some obscure bar that he plays at, but
Now, see, that seemed like that would be, some of the cool things of
yeah,
living out there that you could just kind of walk around or find out about these little things and go to it. Just like when we went to the taping of Tom Green show that time.
yes.
Now, do you remember?
It was weird because I'd never been to the taping of a show. It was it was just weird.
Well, if you remember, and now he was doing his internet show, and he used to tweet out locations that he would be, and we met him at the Donut Prince. Remember that?
No.
You don't remember that? We we
Uh,
we showed up at this little donut and coffee place called the Donut Prince, and he pulls up in this black Dodge Charger or Challenger, whatever the most expensive one is, and he has a hat on. I got a picture of him, and he's going live as he's walking, and then he tells we all write our name down on this little notepad, and then he calls or texts us, one of the two, I can't recall, and tells us the location of his show, and then we show up to the
I
show.
don't remember that at all.
Do you not?
Oh,
Do you remember that annoying guy that kept on sitting behind us?
no. Was
There
I
was a
drinking?
no, no. Who, you or him?
Me.
No,
Okay.
we'd probably smoked some a little bit then. I mean, that's a possibility. I think, or maybe even done some edibles on the way there. But there was an annoying guy, and he actually also met at the Donut Prince, and he kept on like clapping real loud, being real obnoxious and annoying. And there was some screenshots of him on Twitter, but in the back of those screenshots, you could see your expression, and you were like so displeased with looking at him. And it was just, you don't remember this at all?
I just
Yeah,
think
I mean,
I
it
believe
wasn't.
it. It sounds correct, especially if I was scowling. Like,
Yeah, it was 10 years, about 10 years ago.
yeah, because it was 2015.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy that that's been 10 years ago?
It kind of is, yeah. Because
Now,
that's
I
when I
ran,
was in Long Beach that year.
now, out of all the places that you've lived, where have you liked the best?
I mean, I kind of like DC. I like it here a lot. But as far as like the mix of
Yeah,
everything, it was a good place, because you could kind of go, it was in the middle of a lot of stuff.
yeah. I mean, I did like the fact that a lot of the time we would just be, I mean, it's like we were never, I don't know if you're bored much now, but it was like we were never really bored. We were always doing something, like you'd mentioned the other night.
Have to do, you know,
What?
but just chores and like yard work and stuff.
Now,
But
do
yeah,
you have that
always
sense
some,
of like that sense of carefreeness now? Did you feel carefree back in the DC days?
not really.
Oh, you didn't feel carefree?
Oh, because, you know, I don't know. I was in a different place in my life.
Do you feel more carefree now?
I've kind of learned to just calm the fuck down sometimes. Yeah.
I never thought that you were like I've always thought that you were like one of the calmest people that I've known.
Or maybe that's why I was so stressed. Maybe I was holding it in. Sorry,
I didn't realize that you were all stressed like that.
I didn't really know until way later. I mean, that's a whole other conversation, but yeah. I mean, I've done a lot of reflection and
Yeah.
shit. I feel definitely better.
Good, good. Now
Yeah.
I remember a lot of the times it seemed like I worked nights a lot of those times. So a lot of the things we did on the weekend, we did at like, midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. For many, many months in a row, we got Domino's pizza on Sunday nights.
No, I thought about that the other day. The fact that we had like $200 one card that we put the pizza on, so we knew how much we'd spent a month, and it was like $200 a month
Yeah,
on
yeah,
pizza.
because for a while we got
And that was a
pizzas
good
like
pizza.
we should have went to Cece's.
That might be the grossest pizza I've ever.
Cece's.
Maybe if it's the one I'm thinking of. What is
What's
a
that
local
place
one?
we went one time in Johnson City and we saw that clown? Remember that clown that we saw in
Oh
Cece's?
yes. I don't know how you have a memory of all this stuff. Like I
Like
don't.
you don't remember it until I mention it, and then you're like, "Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot about the clown. He looked
yeah."
like he was psychotic. Like he
He
really
did.
did.
He was the precursor to Captain Spaulding.
Yeah, no, that's a good example of what he looked like. And he was like not really talking to anybody, and he kind of looked.
Very creepy.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Very, very creepy. So, what kind of weather is it out there today?
I don't know. It was probably 70.
Okay, so pretty
Probably.
nice day. I mean,
Yeah,
it
it
did
can
get
get cold
into.
here.
Does it get cold there?
Hmm. Yeah,
Like would it
not
be cold?
especially.
Like how
Like
cold?
it be 70 during the day right now, and it can get down. It'll get into the 30s, but it doesn't.
Really?
It doesn't freeze because there's no water to freeze, I guess.
Right. I didn't
But it's
realize it got that
cool.
cold there
In
though.
winter, like right in the middle of winter, it'll get down into the 40s. Pretty much
Really?
scary.
Did it get that cold in Slab City?
Yeah, it was the same way. I mean, it's right down the road.
How
It's like
far is Slab?
12 miles south. That's it.
How many?
12 miles.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that far.
Now, I was talking, and I don't even know if we're supposed to talk about this, so I don't know if I should. And you tell me no if we're not supposed to. And I was doing some
I'm
research
worried. I'm a little worried.
on the um on the Bombay Beach festival that goes on sometimes,
Yeah.
and it is word of mouth, which is
Yeah.
very. How does that work? Do you have any idea?
I have no idea. And I'm sure it's not really. I'm sure somebody posted it somewhere. But just
Well, I
basically,
went
you go
on the
to somebody that knows somebody. And it's just, I
well, I
guess
went on
it's
the link that
small
you. Yeah.
for a while, and it's getting bigger every
Now,
year.
have you been to it before in the past?
Yeah.
Now, how like
It's a party. Like, I mean, people do art. Like I said, they'll get the abandoned houses, and there's room on the beach, and so they just do art, and then kind of leave it.
so it very is like a very creative and artistic town,
Yeah, yeah.
and I've looked up some more information about it, and it does say like on this the link that you sent me the other day. I read some on it, and it did talk about how the festival lasts. Is it for months?
No, it's like a weekend.
Just the weekend.
Yeah, probably like 4 days.
Now I wonder how much in advance they will let people know.
I don't know. That's the thing is I've always heard about it pretty early on, just from knowing people. Everybody else, I don't know. I'm sure they know somebody here that they call to
Like
find
how
out.
many people
I
come
don't
in?
believe that it could be as big as it is with just word of mouth like that.
So how many people would you say like do they just have the film festival out on the outside?
Yeah, I mean they have before. I don't know where they would screen it
So
otherwise,
because
but
I do want to take the film out there, and I think you would like it. It's going to be debuting this coming Saturday in the theater, but it's a 10-minute short film, and it's about basically a young lady that's being cyber stalked, and it leads to her real life, and it just takes place, within the same night. But it's probably the best looking film that I've ever made.
I would be curious. I do want to watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll send you a link to it. It's like it was a collaborative effort between just me and a couple of people. We rented. I know you would know the place in Remember that guy that you knew in Big Stone, and we went to his apartment one time, and he fixed us lasagna, and he lived in that. You
Wait,
know, I think he passed away, but he lived in that apartment that was like like circle on the end in town with all those cool windows.
he made us lasagna?
Spaghetti, I think.
Oh, I'm trying to think who that was.
He made us spaghetti, and that's the place that we rented. It's an Airbnb now, so that's
Oh,
the
okay,
place,
that's
and
cool.
it's right downtown, and it's got that. I wish if I weren't using my phone, I would show you the picture, but
Yeah,
you'll
it's like right
recognize it.
across from the Miners Park.
Yeah,
There was like the last time I was there, which was like 6 years ago, 7 almost. There was like
not much has
little
changed.
a beauty shop or something right there,
It
and
was
then
near.
to that it used to be a like a bus station from my
Yeah,
understanding.
yeah, because it's close to where that video store that you would tell me that you went in when you were a teenager.
That's on the bottom of it.
Yeah, so
Top is
this
the apartment.
yeah, so we rented the top, and that's where the majority of the short film takes place.
Okay, it's a
So
cool apartment
it's
actually.
really cool. Like I would actually wouldn't mind that to be my apartment. That it was really
If
cool.
you had to live in Big Stone, yeah,
If yes, yes. Um, but that's a cool thing. And we were talking about, and I rewatched them a few weeks ago, The Runner.
yeah,
And I think whenever I come out there, we need to finish The Runner.
we do, and this would be the perfect place to finish it.
Well, The Runner ran all the way across country to Bombay Beach.
Yeah, that was your destination. Well, Mexico's like an hour from here,
Have you been
maybe a
down?
little.
Have you been out to the Mexican
Yeah,
border? You have?
pretty much. There's a mountain that's like
Yeah.
right on the border, and like if you look directly south, you can see it from here.
Really?
Yeah,
I want to
like no,
definitely come out there. I definitely want to come out there, and I hope the festival is soon. I think it's in January.
which one? The one out here?
Yeah, I thought that's what it said.
They said the season runs from January to March.
Oh, is
When
that what
most
they meant?
the snowbirds and stuff come back out. The actual Biennale, in the past, it's always been in March.
Oh, so a couple months then.
Yeah.
Um, so how many snowbirds? So they come down from what, Canada, Washington State?
Yes, they fly down here.
Do they?
Yeah. A lot of them live in Canada. I mean, some leave to go work other places during the
Yeah.
summer and then come back here during the winter. And they live cheap enough that they can only, basically take a 6 month vacation
Okay.
down here.
I wouldn't mind that at all. Just be like, just do the show, and then just do like odd little acting jobs, and just show up in weird little things, and just
I'm sure
kind of
Zach
like,
could easily find that.
well, just like with I don't know if you remember Giuseppe Andrews. Do you remember him?
Mm-mm.
Now he was the party guy in Cabin Fever, the cop,
Oh,
and we there was a little
the bananas.
Banana Joe,
Yeah.
Banana Joe. There was a little also a little, like, he has went missing. So if you do a deep dive, he ended up moving to a little trailer park, and he made these little very low budget movies, kind of, but they were terrible on purpose. And
Yeah.
he put out some albums, like self put them out, and then like if somebody wanted to buy one of these films that he made, they would like send a letter or something to him directly, and he would send it out personally. Well, he's been missing for about 6 years,
Like for
and
real thing.
I did a deep dive on him, and if you look him up, Giuseppe Andrews, he's still missing to this day. Like he's alive and well,
Scary.
but he's quit. Like all of a sudden, he quit his music. He quit making the films. Nobody's heard anything, and the word is that he had a mental breakdown and he's living with his mother, like in Indiana. But I don't know.
No,
Like there was a girl
we were talking.
apparently on.
I don't know. It's fun. Maybe he's probably still alive. Maybe he just moved to Mexico.
I would like to like. I would like to be able to have like enough money, kind of like you do, just like to do what you do.
I'd do nothing. For real. This is the most I've done today.
Is it?
Yeah, I seriously watched Breaking Bad all day. Well, I got up, a little bit, like I made something to eat, but yeah.
So when we've discussed like doing the show for the longest time, so hopefully this will give you something like to do. Are you bored out there? No.
I
I
mean,
mean,
if
I would.
I do get bored, there's usually somewhere to go, even if it's just to the bar.
Now I would. How many people usually go there?
Oh, it varies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, you could go in on a Tuesday night and it'd be packed, and then a Friday and it'd be nothing because there's something somewhere else.
Okay.
But there's always something to do.
Like every night of the week?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Like I said, even if you just go over there and hang out, there's always somebody.
Now, what's the closest like grocery store or something there,
There's a
or
little
Target?
well, 1.5 blocks right over from where I live.
Yeah.
Um, and you can get basic stuff there.
Right.
Like if you want to go to Walmart, that's about 40 minutes.
Okay. Okay. So everything there in Bombay Beach is pretty much just local. There's no like chains and stuff like that.
Oh, there's no chains.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so. So you kind of live off the grid still yet, but a little bit more on the grid because you have better internet now.
Yeah, the internet out there was terrible. Like we tried to do it and it was a mess.
Yeah, yeah, it
When
didn't
people
work
go
very well.
freezing, it would be in like the weirdest, worst position.
Well, one time we were on a video call, and I thought, hey, I was like, I can record the video call as we're doing it, and I did record it, but then there was no audio. It was like an hour of just me and you, our mouths moving, no audio.
It's probably better that way.
Probably so.
What
So,
were
you mentioned the other day that you had recently, or maybe recently, th- thought that the restaurant episode in Seinfeld was actually really funny.
Yeah, it
So
is.
what? Because we used to think it wasn't funny.
Yeah. I
What's
think
changed your
it,
mind on it?
I think just comedy's changed, and I do think that Seinfeld was ahead of the time. And so Larry David as well
Yeah.
were ahead of their time.
Is
So
that one of your favorite?
it's kind of it's like evolved to be a little more dry, and that was dry when that was
Yeah.
not really a thing. If you got
Yeah.
young people, if you got kids watching, they don't even know what we're talking about.
Well, that's the
The
thing. Does
1900s.
like Seinfeld's on what? Netflix now?
I think you can watch it on Peacock and Netflix.
Okay. Because I
Yeah.
used to. I remember. Do you remember? It was probably back 2010 or so. We like you found Are You Afraid of the Dark on Hulu before it was like
Yeah.
Hulu as it is now.
Yeah.
It was like a free thing, wasn't it?
It was. And the thing is, I rewatched some of those not too long ago because I guess I had an iPhone at the time, and it saves all your bookmarks. So all the ones I've had from years ago, and I came across
Really?
those. The Are You Afraid of the Dark bookmark for the thing, and so I watched some of them. And this was,
Wow.
I say, a while back. It was probably a year ago.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't think
I'll
I've watched.
send you the link.
Yeah, send me that link. I don't think I've watched any of them since you and I watched any of the back then.
I don't know if I had either until I just happened to come across it. No,
That
because you had the MacBook.
yeah,
Yeah, and so that's
MacBook.
probably somehow how I had it saved on my phone.
Well, I had that white MacBook, and I got to be honest. Every time that I've bought like a MacBook or a Mac product, it's really been for just creative purposes.
Yeah.
And like right now, like like the iPad. I've got a MacBook here. I'm on the iPhone, and then I've got a iMac behind me, and they've all been used. That's a lot. I didn't realize how many
I have the
things.
phone. That's what I've got right now.
Which phone? Which phone do you have? 16.
No, no, it's not the latest one. 14, 15 maybe?
14's a good one. I had that one for a long time. But I was going through some of these Seinfeld episodes, and I was going to see what you thought of some of these, and if you remember some of these.
Okay.
Now, some of these are. I'm not saying these are just my favorites, but these are some of my favorite ones. I like the marine biologist one. Do you remember that one?
You're going to have to refresh me on these.
Now, some of these I'm just going by memory because I didn't rewatch them. But the marine biologist one is when an art. Let's see. This is when George goes out on a date and he's saying his name is Art Vandelay.
Okay.
Let me look here. I can't remember the entire episode, but I do know the end of the episode. Kramer's playing golf a lot throughout this episode. And at the very end of the episode, if I'm not incorrect, George is out on a date with the girl, and he says there happens to be like this whale that's washed up on shore, and there's an obstruction in the blowhole, and then pulls out a golf ball, and it's the golf ball that
Yeah.
Kramer has been hitting into the ocean because Kramer's been practicing swinging golf by hitting golf balls into the ocean.
I kind of remember that. I'm sorry. Like, I
Well,
remember the
it's
golf thing.
It's season 5, episode 14.
Okay.
Another one I think is
No.
kind of funny is the puffy shirt,
Yeah.
and also within the puffy shirt is the low talker.
Oh.
That's how he ends up wearing the puffy shirt because he agrees to wear the shirt, and he says yes, but he can't understand what she's saying, and he's like, I didn't know what I was even agreeing to.
I'm surprised he wore it.
I am too.
Yeah.
Would you have worn that shirt on the
I would
show?
still buy that shirt. Yeah.
I think
I mean,
that shirt is hanging up in the Smithsonian.
Oh, okay.
And
I,
I don't know if you remember this, but we
I
went there
do.
one
I'll share it.
time, and Mr. Rogers' sweater's in the Smithsonian. Do you remember that?
Oh, I know the MacBook from Sex and the City is. And
Oh, is it?
these are the ones in DC. Oscar the Grouch.
You know
In
what?
his,
I remember in the trash can. I
yeah.
remember seeing that. Um, on a side note, have you seen the Sarah Jessica Parker movie called If Lucy Fell?
Is it new?
No, it's one of her first movies
Oh.
from like 1996, and she makes a pact with this her roommate Joe that if because they've had problems. It's like a kind of like almost a rom-com kind of movie, and they make a pact if they don't go out with who they want to by the end of the month, they're committing suicide by jumping off of the Brooklyn Bridge. And I have it on VHS, but I was looking up the actor uh, and director Eric Schaefer, and it's on like Pluto TV or maybe Roku TV for free right now. It's not great, but it's an early Sarah Jessica Parker movie, and I thought of you earlier. I was like, I wonder if Terry's seen this one.
Did you? I'm sure you didn't watch And Just Like That, the sequel that's come out since then.
You know what? I
It's terrible.
didn't. I heard it was terrible.
It's totally terrible.
What made it so bad?
I don't know. The tone wasn't right. It was like, they're older now, so they
Yeah.
have different lives and stuff like that, but they were I don't know. Just as
Because
somebody that has watched Sex and the City like 100 times, it didn't live up to the hype. Maybe that's all
yeah,
it was, that people are such fans of the old series that it just couldn't match that. I don't know.
when we had when I first met you, you had mentioned that you liked it, and we watched. I didn't really think that I would get into it, but I ended up getting in. What was there, like 5 seasons?
Yeah.
So I didn't
No,
really care.
I think there's
Six.
6.
I didn't really care for the first season. Well, I only watched it once.
Yeah.
But other than that, I would watch it, and then sometimes there would, when I would work at nights, there would be marathons of it, and I would catch myself watching it just by myself.
That's how you know you love it. It is a good show.
It's not bad. It's not bad. And anytime I get a facial, I always think about the time that Samantha gets one, and the chemical peel, and they leave it on her face too long, and she has to wear that veil to carry his what, book signing or
Yeah.
something, book party.
Yeah, her book party.
So that was a good one, and there was those two movies also.
Yeah.
I only watched the first one though. I never watched the second one.
I think I watched part of the second one.
I
At
think
that,
I
at
went.
that point, I was into other shit. I lost interest.
I think I went with Talitha to watch it.
How
Do
is
you,
she? Like, I
you know what?
never.
I saw her last December.
Oh,
I saw
okay.
her and Michael, and remember Mara.
Yeah,
I think Mara had passed away,
that's
and
sad.
yeah, Mara. There's a picture. It's still up on the Midnight Mutants website, and it's Mara with your sunglasses on, and that's the picture for Michael.
Well, and I found one the other day. Do you remember one of you guys had to take it? Like, I'm sitting on the couch, and she was such a big dog. She's sitting next to me, like sitting, on her butt
Yeah.
on I think it was Talitha's couch. And I'm just sitting there with my arm around her. Just
Would you remember, like, sometimes you would, for a while, you kept Mara, and I would go pick up Mara at
we'd
Talitha
take a
Michael's
nap
apartment.
together, take
And
a walk.
then one time, the apartment lady said that she saw a real big dog sitting there, and she was talking about Mara. Do you remember that?
Kinda. I remember her bitching about it.
Yeah.
That apartment was what was good about it was like really good, the high ceilings and shit, but the neighbors were so fucking loud. Oh,
Well, we had the neighbors, and it was actually kind of a small apartment, wasn't it?
yeah. I mean, it was a living room, kitchen, bedroom, and bathroom, I guess.
But it was kind of like the living room and kitchen were open
Yeah,
together,
it flowed into.
and it had those sunlight or what are those called? The sunlights or something?
Yeah, I guess
Sun
so.
windows or something? So I went,
It
I don't,
went from like 8 feet up to like 16. It felt like
yeah,
development.
I really like that apartment actually.
Yeah.
I found a picture the other day, and it was the way you had the bathroom. You had those albums in those frames on the wall, like the record
Oh
albums,
yeah.
and you had we went to IKEA, and you had this little moon, crescent moon hanging up. Do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was like this little yellow moon, and it was about that big, and it was just hanging on the wall. And I've got a picture with like a little a hat on, and then Michael Jackson's Thriller album is one of them, and also the Van Halen album with that little kid with the wings. That album,
Oh yeah. I
remember
think
that?
my dad's albums, if I'm honest.
Well, I've got one
I,
of your dad's leather jackets from like when he was from like 1980s. I still
yeah.
have it.
Good. Does it still fit?
I mean, the sleeves are a little bit short.
Um,
I mean, I've got shirts that from 20 years ago that I can still wear and that I
yeah.
do still
You
wear.
haven't really changed.
No, try not to. It's because of this water.
Oh, that's right. You're a big proponent of water. I'm drinking not even the brand. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. This is not Mountain Dew. It is Mountain Thunder from Walmart.
I
It
know what
tastes
you're talking
the same.
about.
It tastes the exact same.
Mountain Thunder. I've
Thunder.
not drank a
Sorry, Mountain Lightning. Shit. The other
Mountain
one is
Lightning.
Dr. Thunder instead of Dr. Pepper.
I haven't drank like a Mountain Lightning or a Mountain Dew in probably I don't know 10 years maybe. Yeah.
I live on caffeine.
So what time do you typically go to bed at night out there?
Whenever.
So
It
no,
really,
no.
I mean, if I'm like, this is just from getting older. Like, I can't go out like 2 nights in a row, maybe the third. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Too fucking tired. So then I'll just stay in bed. Like, you know,
Yeah. Now
rested
what kind of
leg.
what kind of picture is that behind you on the wall?
There is a guy who you should actually talk. He like lived here forever, and he's really funny. He has a little antique business here,
Uh huh.
and so it's a painting of like like a desert scene type thing. And I got it from him. I just really like it.
I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it's cute. You know it fits the whole theme because we live in the desert.
Right. Now, speaking of desert, we were supposed to do I do a show called Real Talk also, where we discuss a different movie every week. And the movie this week was the movie U Turn.
Okay, I saw that you posted that, and I went to try to find it because I was like, It's got to be streaming somewhere." I
I think
couldn't
it's
find
on Pluto
it nowhere.
TV.
I have a subscription.
Do what now?
I said I couldn't find it.
Oh, I think it is on Roku or Pluto, something like that.
Okay.
But the reason I bring that up, you mentioned desert, is we went to the town Superior, Arizona, that this movie was filmed in,
Yeah.
and that actually is one of my fondest memories. Is going to we're driving across the country, but not only that, but stopping in that little town.
When was that? Was
I
that
was on the
you
way when I took you back.
in 2015?
Yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah.
we kind of went off the path once we got to like Oklahoma, Texas. Because we went to Cadillac Ranch.
There's an album. I think I have it on my Facebook. That is from that trip. It was just pictures of that shit of Cadillac Ranch. We went to Roswell,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Albuquerque, because of the Breaking Bad house. We went.
yeah. And then we also Monument Valley went by there. Now I don't know if you remember this, but we were on our way to Monument Valley. We'd stopped and used the restroom at a McDonald's there. And as we were getting ready to leave, we had like went one way. We were stopped at a traffic light. We looked over to the left. There was a guy standing in the middle. Somebody walked over, and then they started punching one another. Do you remember that? You don't remember that?
No, I wish I did.
And I was trying to get my phone out in time to record it, but I couldn't. So yeah, it was the day
That's
that we
what was
went.
wrong with us. We really got into some situations at times.
I mean, there had been many, many times where, well, I remember like sometimes you would go, like, I was talking about you being fearless last time. You would go around and jog and stuff around Georgetown and DC at 1, 2, 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Well, if I was leaving where you were working, I would just go across the bridge and usually go up the Exorcist steps.
really,
Yeah, and I would kind of loop back around. So I would do the same run all the time.
now I do miss, I'm not a big fan of winter at all, but I do miss us, I thought there was like a certain feel that Georgetown and DC had during the fall.
It is. It's like everything kind of, I don't want to say it gets quiet, but it just gets more peaceful.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
And I do,
too, with the cherry blossoms.
yeah, yeah. And I do, it seemed just like the perfect time, I guess. Like whenever I went back to DC back in 2019 and 2020, I still worked at the same station, but it had moved to a different building. It wasn't the same building. It was like one building over, one building down. So it was still in Arlington, but it didn't have the same feel as the old radio station. And because I used to love, there was a window in the corner. I don't know, you probably don't remember, but you could look out and you could see the Francis Key Scott Bridge, walking to
Yeah.
Georgetown. And on Halloween, I would look out and I would see all these people dressed up just walking back over, and it would be so funny to see their costume. I mean, it would be, hundreds of people throughout the
Yeah.
night.
No,
And
that it was a really cool building.
yeah,
And
I thought so too. And it had the parking pass and stuff. So we,
yeah, that was that was one of the funniest things. Like you kind of had to be in it, but that was a Curb Your
I mean,
Enthusiasm.
yeah, it really was. Um, but yeah, that was a really good time, and that's really when I started, I think, to like coffee a lot.
Yeah.
because we would. It seems like we would go to get coffee a lot. Do you remember the drink you used to order?
Huh? Yes,
Do
I
you
still.
you still get the same drink?
No, I just remember I've said the old order so much that I will never forget.
What is the old order?
What I'll say because it's embarrassing.
I remember it was like
Like I
$7 or
said,
$8.
worst possible drink, and that was the choice. Yeah, but yes,
Yeah.
I know what it was. But no, I haven't had that in forever. Like that drink, I usually try whatever special seasonal drink they have.
Now, do they have like a little coffee, like a coffee shop there that you go to?
They do. It's only open. I think I want to say Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Uh-huh.
It's also like the art center, so they
Okay.
kind of it's basically volunteers that do it.
Okay.
From what I understand, it's a volunteer position, but yeah, they have a. I mean, it's like a real coffee shop.
Now, do you live right in like the town or outside of the town?
No, it's like okay, so the streets are numbered and lettered, so it's like a couple blocks down, like from the like middle or the beginning of it, because it's like A
Uh-huh.
B C D, and then one two three. So it's the bottom quadrant, I'll say. I'm not gonna say exactly where,
Right.
but yeah. So it's not like in the center. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, is that what I think it is?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway. Oh, Seinfeld.
Now,
That's
what
right.
about the Chinese restaurant?
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
one you like?
I
Is
do. I do like it.
now that is season 2, episode 11.
Okay. Of episode 11, it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course it is.
Yeah. But
And then
I'm trying to think. I do like the cliche favorites, like the soup Nazi.
yeah,
It's still funny.
the Soup Nazi is a good one. I think the comeback is a good one too. Do you remember that
I
when
think I just
George,
watched that a few days ago
where
when we were
he's
talking
like
about.
he says the jerk store called and they're all out of view. That's like George is trying to this guy says something about, I can't remember what it is, but he insults George, and the whole episode George is trying to come up with some kind of a comeback to tell this guy. That's a pretty good one. Another one that I it wasn't on the list, but it's where Susan somehow had died, and George is at the
Yeah.
meeting.
Well, no, the
Yeah,
envelopes that George
the
picked up.
envelopes, and George is at a meeting, the foundation that her, because she had money, and inside the briefcase he's recording all their conversation that's going on. Do you remember that episode?
I didn't remember that. I remember after she died, and he was just like, he really didn't care.
Well,
But
nobody on the show actually liked that actress. They said that she didn't fit in with the rest of the cast.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can too. Another one that I thought was pretty funny was the butter shave, where Kramer ends up he somehow gets a hot tub and puts it in his living room,
Oh, yeah.
and Newman's in this one too, and somehow I guess where Kramer's skin's getting real dry, he starts putting sticks of butter all over himself.
Oh, and then he said, okay, and Newman's like, oh, like
Because
he,
yeah, he
because he
like
smells like, yeah.
turkey. The Frogger machine. I thought that's a pretty funny one.
Which one? The
The
Fogger
Frogger
machine.
machine. It's where George is trying to down at their old pizza place is getting
Sorry,
ready
hold
to close
on.
down. Do what?
My dog had snuck off. She was supposed to stay in her bed because, yeah, and she snuck off. So she came
Oh,
back. I couldn't
oh.
hear because her claws are so fucking loud on this floor.
Which dog was it?
Poppy.
Didn't you have another dog though?
No, I have Wally, but
Yeah, Wally.
he's in
Wally.
bed, yeah. And then Poppy's the one. No, I didn't have her the last time. Whenever you came to visit in Long Beach.
Yeah, I think if I ever had and not that I want that, but if I ever had a kid, I would have named the kid Wally.
It's a good name.
It's a good name. It's like a fun name.
It is. I mean, well, because the dog actually, speaking of Breaking Bad, that's what he was named after was Walter, and I
Okay.
didn't fit him. That was
Well,
what
I
I was
didn't
wanting when he.
realize. I
Oh,
mean, Bryan Cranston also is on Seinfeld.
he's the dentist, isn't
He's
he?
the dentist,
He's
and
a good actor. He
that's
really.
something that I didn't realize until like when he was in Breaking Bad. I was going back and I was like, he was actually in Seinfeld. Like, he
There's
even
a
looks
lot
so
of
much.
people that are that when I see them, when I go back and rewatch it, I'm like, shit.
Sarah Silverman was on there.
Who
Um,
did she play?
she was going out with Kramer in the episode.
Was she?
Yeah, Courtney Cox was on there.
Oh yeah,
Um, because she's the one that Jerry doesn't know she put his toothbrush in the toilet.
yeah. No, I
And
was how early because when did it start? Was it like in '89?
I think it was 89 to 98. But I think if I were doing the show, I would have done it from 89 to 99, like 10 years, not
Yeah.
just 9. You know what I mean?
It is weird that they quit after 9 seasons because you think they could have wrote one more.
Yeah.
Make it
Especially when really the first season wasn't very good.
no.
And even the second season, I've only watched it a couple times. But the first season, I don't think I've ever went back and rewatched it again.
Um, I watch it sporadically, but for some people's voices are like calming. So I have certain comedy shows I will put on specifically to go to sleep to because
Okay.
I already know the jokes. I just like their voice or whatever.
So you
Um,
often fall
and
asleep to
I'll
comedy shows.
Seinfeld makes me take a nap for whatever it is. I don't know. Maybe it's that weird jazz music in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. Could be.
Something, something about Seinfeld works.
Oh, well, I often fall asleep to for a long time I would fall asleep to Paranormal Activity, like one of those movies. Because
And
they're
it didn't freak
quiet.
you out. You didn't have like nightmares or anything.
I mean, not now. I remember like when you and I first saw it. I lived in. I don't know if you remember, but I moved out from.
Yes, I know. Yes, that little room or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't like, and that's the place that your engagement ring got stolen from.
was it?
You laid it on the back of the soap
Uh,
dispenser, and then it was gone. And I had to file a claim for that and everything.
How have I forgotten all of this shit?
I guess doing what you're doing.
Like I kind of remember it, but I
Well,
don't
it's not even. I mean, it's not even that. I just have a photographic memory about a lot of things.
know. True.
That's why, like, when certain things have happened in the past, I won't get into names and stuff. But when certain things happen, I can easily dispute it because I'm like, I know 100%.
Yeah,
Plus, you have to think. I went back. I have. Do you remember LiveJournal?
yeah, yeah. I tried to find mine a while back, and they didn't exist anymore.
It does exist.
No, I mean,
Barefoot.
like I tried to log in, and it's been
Oh,
so many
you can't
years.
log in. I can still see your stuff barefoot on glass.
I need to go
That's
back and yeah.
You can log in through mine and see your stuff on there.
Okay.
I still have it.
God,
And
I actually think that would be embarrassing.
what's funny on LiveJournal is if you go to archives, it's got a calendar and it's got every date highlighted, the date that somebody updated. So it's just highlighted so you don't have to search. You can easily see. And I've got like over a year's worth of LiveJournal on there.
Yeah.
So
It was
and
really popular. Like
it
for a
was.
minute.
I mean, if you think the first thing I really got on was LiveJournal, then MySpace, and Facebook, and it's not really evolved too much since past Facebook. I mean, Instagram. You had Instagram early on.
Yeah, it was seemed like it was really early.
I mean, you that was one of the first
I
apps
want
I
to say
remember.
2010 maybe.
Maybe even before that. I mean, it was
It was
pretty
so
early on.
back then though.
Uh-uh.
It was so basic back then. Like there was no videos, it was just pictures.
Yeah, And you can have those cool filters,
Yeah.
like the '80s filter and stuff. Um,
I mean, they're not terrible now. The
no,
editing that's on within the app is
yeah. Now
great.
we're going to be streaming on Instagram in the future. Now, right now we're streaming on my Facebook, the Other People's Show Facebook, and YouTube Live right now. So we're on three different platforms right now, and we can add
That.
do what?
That I wasn't aware of that. I
Oh,
can't see any information about it other than just our pictures.
do you see where our names in the yellow banner below
Yeah,
it?
that's it. Like it doesn't
Okay,
say where it's streaming or whatever.
okay. We've had some people comment over here. We're doing well. I can't read what the being Schmazen is the person that's asking how we are. And I can see how many views that we have now. I can't see the total amount, but I can see just on one Facebook page. So that's kind of cool as well. Now,
Yeah.
another episode I like of Seinfeld is the mango.
And what is the mango?
It's where Kramer goes down to the fruit stand and he
Okay.
wants to get all this fruit, but then George realizes the mango makes him like better in bed. So he's eating a lot of the mango. Another one that was season 5, episode 1. And another one that I always find funny is the grapefruit, where George gets grapefruit in his eye, and I think that's the one he's working at, like the baseball, the Yankees,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I think his boss keeps on thinking he's like stealing from the company because he keeps on winking, but it's because he got a grapefruit seed in his eye.
Yeah.
Do you
No,
remember that one?
when you're talking about.
You do?
Today I was watching a little bit of it and I watched the Pin, where like, and that's a pretty good episode.
What happens in that one?
Well, he goes down to visit his parents in Florida and Elaine goes with him.
Oh, the astronaut pin.
And then she's got her back all screwed up because she slept on like the pull out mattress, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
And then his dad's friend gave or had like a pen that would write upside down or whatever.
The astronauts used it.
Yeah, okay. And then he's like, oh, that's a nice pen or whatever. So he gives it to him and it's a whole fucking thing. But I don't know. I found it funny.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Also, the calzone is a good one.
The calzone.
Yeah, the calzone is where George, Mr. Steinbrenner, gets hooked on these calzones because George keeps eating them at work. And I think that's the same episode that George tries to tip into a tip jar, but when he starts to tip, the guy turns his back. So George takes the money out, but the guy turns around and they think George is taking the money out. And it's the same episode that Kramer wants his I think at first he starts putting all of his clothes in the dryer, but then his dryer goes out or something, and so he starts putting his clothes and shirts in the pizza oven to keep them warm.
Oh,
You remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah, that part. Which
So
George has become my favorite when I'm rewatching it. Like,
yeah, George is my favorite too. Who's your least favorite? Jerry?
I think the first time I watched it, I really didn't.
You didn't like George?
Definitely liked Kramer. Yeah, I didn't like George, but I appreciate him now.
Well, if you look at it, George I mean, Kramer doesn't really does Kramer. I mean, George seems to have well the worst look at it of anybody. Wouldn't you say, George?
I don't know. I mean, he's kind of cute
But he
in
does
his
it to
own way.
himself. Like all the things that happens to him, he does it to his own self.
Yeah.
So it's
Don't we,
nobody's fault.
though?
Now we have been on almost an hour tonight.
Damn.
So it's now 9:05 there. It's 12:05 here. It's the next day
Yes.
here. So we're doing a show right now where it's
Great.
Monday, and I'm doing a show from the past. You're doing a show from the past because I'm in Monday. You're still in Sunday.
That is true.
That is very true.
Yeah.
So one day when it's what time's it get dark out there?
Like 4:30.
4:30.
Yep.
Wow.
I
I'm
mean, it was 5:30, and now it's like 4:30.
since the
it'll
time has went back.
be early.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Well,
it's dark until like 5.
okay. Oh, so 30 minutes late.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, is that what we want to call the show? Salty Tonight? Is that tonight's show?
Uh, I guess I have no idea. Truthfully, you're better at coming up with that stuff.
I mean, I figured we could do Tonight on Sundays, Salty Sundays, and we'll come up with something for Wednesday. But I'm glad we were able to finally get this working pretty well. And I was going to try to play something if I can. I don't know if this will work. See if you remember. Let's see here. I'm going to move us to the side. Oops, I got rid of you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, how about
Okay.
so see if you remember this right here.
I cannot hear it. Okay.
Is the sound coming through?
Barely. I can't really hear it. No, I can't hear it.
And
I mean, I know what it is. I know the video.
I think it'll come across from the audience. But that's
Okay.
Giuseppe Andrews, and
This guy's missing.
when I was doing some deep dive on him, that video is, well, it says 10 years old, but it's older than that though.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying to. When did Cabin Fever come out?
2003.
Oh my god.
2003. And the funny thing about it is, let's see here. Now, this was a movie that for about a year I watched at least one time a week.
Yeah.
And one thing that I was listening to a video today, and we could talk about it a little bit next time. But I mean, I know streaming is more convenient and everything, but streaming doesn't have, and I watched a lot of the extras that were on the DVDs. Streaming doesn't have that.
Sometimes they will. They'll have the trailers
Right.
and stuff like that. But the trailers are the most common thing I see, like as an extra.
Yeah, but I think like I know streaming has been, great for finding things you can get it right away, but there's not, well, just like you said earlier that you couldn't find U-Turn. What if there's a movie that you really want to watch and it's nowhere to stream?
I guess we go back to the DVDs. I used to
Yeah.
obsess over those though, like getting them alphabetized.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying no, the ones that like you have. Like I've got on some crazy OCD craze and like alphabetized them by genre. It was ridiculous.
That's how those are too, actually. Now I do have like 3 stacks of DVDs in the floor because I don't have another shelf because I have those old shelves. I have those,
I
and
remember
then I
that.
have all those DVDs there.
Yeah.
So
You know
I
how many
need.
you have total?
I think I have like 465 DVDs,
400. So yeah, I would believe you.
and then I have a big stack of DVDs right here.
Jesus.
That's my stand.
How do you find something if you need it? Is it really
Yeah,
organized?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's in like categories like comedy, action, drama, suspense, horror, and then within those I have those alphabetized, and then within those I have like like all Ed Burns movies together, all Paul Thomas Anderson movies together, all Quentin Tarantino movies together. Um, this is the original Garden State DVD.
That was a good movie.
You bought this for me 20 years ago. 20 years ago.
Oh my lord! But you really take care of your stuff. There is
I
no
do.
I would have like CD or DVD that would still work from
You don't
20 years.
think so?
No, I was terrible. Like I'll still sometimes I'll be streaming a song and it was one that had a skip, like
And you'll still remember.
and I'll still remember that and I'll sing the double whatever.
Yeah, I know
No,
what you mean. Well, Terry, it is 12:11, so I think we should end at 12:11.
that works.
Um, it's been a good show. I've had a lot of fun. I know the audience has, and we will continue to
Who
grow the
even come
show.
on here? I have no idea.
I'll have to check the views afterwards, and I'll let you know. But yeah, this will be fun. I'm glad. And you ended up going what with the rainbow light?
Oh yeah,
I like it.
it's yeah, it's kind of I don't
Is it
know.
just a little ring light?
Yeah,
Is it like that?
basically yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Now my this ring light has a like a place for your phone right in the middle.
That's how
But
this one.
some is your phone up in that little thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I'm. Yeah,
Would do you have a case on your phone?
yeah,
Oh,
like a cheap one, but yeah.
okay. Because mine like it kind of when I put the phone in, it kind of makes it go down a little, like the phone's almost too heavy.
Damn.
But
Yeah,
I have an OtterBox on my
heavy.
phone though.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's a good camera. I like it. Well, everyone, thank you for tuning in to Salty Tonight. If they do want to check out the other people's shows socials, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, the other people's show. And I'm just going to let everyone know Saturday, November 29th, 7 p.m., Lyric Theater in St. Paul, historic Lyric Theater. We're going to be showing my movie, my short film, I'm Watching You, and Tyler Payne's movie, Silico Solution. It will be a double feature. And he's won two awards at film festivals for that movie.
Damn.
And he shot my movie too. He was a cinematographer and
Oh,
co-writer on the movie, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. So Terry, have a good night from Bombay Beach,
yeah.
and we'll see you Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye bye.